Every single day you're giving your mind a set of commands. And your mind, without question, without hesitation, is executing every single one of them. The problem: most people have no idea what they're commanding. Today we're covering 3 laws from the book that almost nobody talks about. And by the end of this video, you will never speak to yourself the same way again. Law number 3, the universal law of vision. You must be able to see your desired outcome clearly in your mind before you can ever experience it in your life. Vision is not wishful thinking. It is the blueprint your subconscious builds your reality from. Here's something most people never understand about goals. A goal without a vision is just a wish. The law of vision says this: before anything can exist in your physical reality, it must first exist clearly in your mental reality. Every building started as an image in an architect's mind. Every business started as a picture in someone's imagination. Your life is no different. But here's where people go wrong. They set goals, they write down numbers and dates, but they never actually see themselves living it. They never feel it. They never make it real in their mind first. The book breaks vision down into 2 parts. First, purpose. Why do you actually want what you want? Not the surface answer, the deep answer. Because a goal attached to a powerful enough purpose becomes almost unstoppable. Secondly, imagination. This is your mental workshop. Every night before you sleep, your imagination is either building your future or recycling your past. The question is, which one are you feeding it? Spend 5 minutes a day, just 5, seeing your desired life in vivid detail. Not hoping for it, seeing it, feeling it, owning it in your mind first. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Napoleon Hill, referenced in Harris. Law number 4, the universal law of command. Your words are commands to your subconscious mind. What you say about yourself, out loud or silently, is being recorded and acted upon 24 hours a day. The law of command works whether you intend it to or not. This is the law that changed everything for me when I first understood it. Your subconscious mind does not think. It does not judge. It does not question. It only obeys. And it obeys whatever command is given to it most consistently, whether that command comes from you consciously or by default. Think about what most people say to themselves on a daily basis. I'm so bad with money. Command received. Executing. I always mess things up. Command received. Executing. I'm not good enough for that. Command received. Executing. Your subconscious doesn't argue with you. It doesn't say, "Are you sure?" It just builds the reality that matches the command. That's the law of command working in reverse. And most people are running it on autopilot against themselves every single day. Now here's how you flip it. The book calls them affirmations, but not the soft passive kind you see on motivational posters. These are commands, direct present tense, first-person commands that override the old programming. Not "I hope to be successful one day," but "I am capable, I am growing, I am becoming." The difference is everything. One is a wish, the other is a command. Say them out loud. Say them with conviction. Say them until your subconscious has no choice but to execute them, because it will. Law number 11, the universal law of Per. The last law today is the one that separates every person who eventually wins from every person who eventually quits. The law of persistence. And it's simpler than you think. Most people quit right before the breakthrough, not because they weren't capable, not because the goal was wrong, but because they stopped too soon. They confused a temporary setback with a permanent result. The book puts it plainly. Persistence is a direct measure of your faith in yourself. The more you persist, the more you prove to yourself and to the universe that you believe in the outcome. And that belief, that sustained, unshakable belief, is what eventually tips the scale. Here's the other thing nobody tells you about persistence. It compounds. Every day you show up, when you don't feel like it, you're not just making progress on your goal. You are building the identity of someone who does not quit. And that identity becomes your most powerful asset. The formula is not complicated. Right actions, sustained over time, without quitting. That's it. That is the entire law. The people who win aren't the most talented. They're the ones who refused to stop. Persistence. If you persist in doing the right things, you will get the right results. Persistence is not stubbornness. It is sustained faith in your own ability to achieve the desired outcome. Close and call to action. 3 laws, 1 message. See it before it's real. Command it before it happens. Persist until it does. Vision without action is fantasy. Command without consistency is noise. Persistence without direction is just stubbornness. But when you combine all 3, you become someone that life cannot ignore. Start today. Pick one area of your life. Apply your vision to it. Give yourself a new command about it, and then refuse to stop. That's the law. Now go execute it. If this gave you something, drop a comment with the one command you're going to start saying to yourself, and subscribe. Laws of the Self drops every week. I'll see you in the next one.